hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. And in this channeling session, we would be sharing a message wherein the Divine Masculine has made his choice between the Karmic and the Divine Feminine. He has chosen the Divine Feminine. So let's get started. Now for many of you, those whose masculine never really had a karmic partner, as in a long-term connection, but he left you, or he ran away from you, we should say, and then chose karmic patterns, which means other people's decision making, or he chose a job, or he chose an addiction. In those addictions, there are many things, and porn can also be one of those addictions, or any such karmic concept which he uses to escape from reality. So, with time, he has realized that those karmic partners or karmic templates, they are not what they really, as in they are not doing good for him, or he doesn't want them anymore. He rather wants to choose the Divine Feminine, because he has been getting very negative or very guilt feeling, feeling full of guilt. Now, how he reached to this conclusion is very important, because initially when the separation phase happened with him, the long-term separation I'm talking about, before someone goes into the long separation, they obviously have, long and short separations also. Maybe for a week, 10 days, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 4 months. Now, this type of change in the Divine Masculine is impossible to happen for those of you who are in separation phase or no contact phase, or you are in runner-chaser dynamic. You're hoping that, the Divine Masculine should make his mind, he should fix up his mind and he should stick to that one thing. Either he should permanently choose her, or either he should permanently choose you. But since you are not able to let go of him, he is not able to let go of you, this runner chaser, this rubber band is going to happen. The simple reason is that this whole dynamic works on energy, and energy cannot lie, energy cannot be deceived. And what most Divine Feminines end up doing is that sometimes, because when they watch the videos or they watch the coaching videos or they listen to the channelings, they start doing certain things, like they stop stalking and they stop checking the old messages, or they stop, checking out the photos and doing inquiry about the Divine Masculine. They stop doing it physically, but mentally they don't stop. Mentally, they continue to do it, So that's why this problem happens. And this problem is only going to get cured for those Divine Feminines who are going to heal their wounds. Until and unless you don't heal their wounds, you will not feel at peace. You cannot be in the present moment. Okay? Now, most of the Divine Feminines, and I'm going to say this as openly as I'm going to be very straightforward and honest with this, because all of this really genuinely depends on the Divine Feminine. Now, she is not becoming Divine Feminine. She's playing the role of masculine for all these years because of whatever her situation is. So we need to transform her back into the Divine Feminine. Until and unless she will not be Divine Feminine, the opposite polarity of Divine Masculine will not be reflected in the mirror. So, what I'm supposed to relay in this channeling is that the Divine Masculine chooses the Divine Feminine. Why he chooses the Divine Feminine is because she chooses her healing, she chooses her therapies, she chooses to heal her wounds instead of being stuck in negative energy, being stuck in pain, being stuck in constant thinking in in her mind. And obviously she doesn't have control on it, because a lot of these wounds are placed in the deep subconscious mind, So there is a conscious mind and there is a subconscious mind. The conscious mind is what you see on the surface level, And the subconscious mind or the unconscious mind, you can say, there are different names for it. It is in the core. It's in the deep core. So how our life works is that whatever is there in the subconscious, whatever is stored in the subconscious, that is what will be seen on the surface. But actually they are connected. Now there are certain layers on top of this conscious mind, or you can say unconscious or subconscious mind, which is in the core. The conscious one, which apparently looks like the conscious mind, is on the surface level. That mind is getting information from your deep unconscious, subconscious reality. So if in your subconscious mind, your divine masculine doesn't love you, has run away from you, how will you see it happening in real life if that is what is there in the subconscious? So we need to go into the deep subconscious, and to reach the deep subconscious mind, we need to remove all the layers on top of it. Because of those layers, the correct information is not being reached to you. The correct information in the deep subconscious, the deepest subconscious mind, is that you guys are together. There is no division. There is no separation. He loves you and you love him. But even before this information could go to you, there are all these blocks in between. There are all these wounds in between, which is not letting the energy flow properly. Now, those of you who are regular listeners of my channel, you would have heard that I have mentioned that there are many divine feminines who write negative comments. And I know those comments are not even directed to me, or they're not, personally. Yeah, some of them get very emotional and they start questioning the channeler, like, how could you say this? You don't even know what he's done to me. And then they write long comments about how they, receive pain and deception and betrayal. So it is not to say that we don't understand your pain. I mean, I personally don't understand your pain. I understand your pain. And also it is true that he has behaved badly with you. So some of you read the title and instantly get angry. Like you would read the title of this channeling session, which says that the divine masculine has chosen the divine feminine and not the karmic. And immediately after reading this, what happens? They start getting angry. They start getting upset. They get very triggered. And they start venting it out. Okay, somewhere in the comment section or wherever. But even when you're venting out, it's not a proper real venting out. It's not a release. It is a release. It is not even considered a release. Let me tell you that. It's only considered as complaining, bickering, getting angry, which will attract more of it, because that's how law of attraction works. If you're continuously going to say that he doesn't love me, he's an asshole, he's a this, he's a jerk, he is an unloyal person, he's disloyal to me, he chose that girl, he loves that girl, or he's doing this. So automatically you're going to increase that. So you have to be very careful with what you're doing. And then you might say that, why should I be careful? Why should I do this? It's up to you. Don't do it. You don't have to do these things. The channelers or the healers or the therapist can only help you. They cannot put words in your mouth. If you're mentally not going to change that thought pattern. If you're going to project anger on the divine masculine or anybody else, it means that you are still hanging on the surface level. You have not gone deep into the ocean. You have not dived deep enough. And I know some of you are also those people who have done inner work on your own also. And I have interacted with a lot of you, so I know this thing. And so what happened is that you were in a false twin relationship for 6-7 years. You got a lot of suffering. Or you were with a karmic partner. Or you got married to someone. Or you got engaged to someone. But there was also always this constant feeling of unease, constant feeling of uncomfortableness, discomfort, constant feeling of, not being really aware as to where is this negativity coming from. Or you keep falling sick. The day you want to do everything, the day you want to change the world, that's the same day you fall sick, or you meet with an accident, or you lose some money, or someone has a fight with you, someone picks a fight with you. You're just thinking now everything will be going peaceful and I'll be a happy person and I'll be focusing on my work and I'll be doing this. And on the same day, something happens which, turns everything around, and you get very tired, and then you have no energy to get up again. These are the things, they happen because the clearing has not been done, the release has not been done. And it's good to do inner work on your own. It's very important to do inner work on your own. But even when you're doing inner work, you have to understand that whatever happens in your outer reality, you can take cues from it, you can take help from it. And by that time you should know that this is coming from within. This is some area of my life which I have not even touched, I have not reached yet, so it is creating this for me. Okay? So before you get upset and angry and you start reminiscing all the bad experiences, all the bad what ifs come to your mind, let me tell you that this channeling will be applicable energetically for all of those divine feminines who have been doing deep inner work, who have been diving deep. And after they were diving deep, they touched all those places, and they will touch it one by one. Again, it will not happen in one day, it will happen. But what inner work does to you is it makes you very peaceful and calm and very serene. You start enjoying your life more. You start enjoying your time more on planet Earth. Your focus changes from all the bad experiences, there is good and bad everywhere. When you come to the singular point of understanding, the singularity consciousness, then you understand that good and bad are the two sides of the same coin. So it's better to not even get into the trap of good and bad. Because the more you will get into the trap of good and bad all the time, you will be the one who will suffer. You will be the one who will always be like, oh, bad things happen to me, then good things should happen. When good things happen to you, you will get very excited. Like in your life, the good thing that happened to you was the divine masculine coming in your life and showing you true love. The bad thing that happened with it was that he ran away and then he gave you pain, or he said mean things to you, or he just gave you a very bad type of a silent treatment, which was so hurtful and so demeaning. So one has to understand that you have to let things go in a flow. I have to let go things in a flow. And only when things go in a flow, only when the things go in a flow, things happen in a flow, only then your energy will get released. The block energy will get released. And once the block energy gets released, then only you will feel like a better person. You will be more relaxed. So then only this transformation can take place. Okay? Transformation cannot happen until unless there's place and space for transformation. So this channeling is for all those divine feminines who are either headed to the transformation phase, it's like a sign being given to me. So if you are looking for a sign, I don't know if someone is looking for a sign or not, but if you're looking for a sign, if you're confused about what you're doing, where you're headed to, this is a sign for all of those people, because there is not just one divine feminine in one corner of the world. There are so many of you in different countries, different states, different ethnicities, different races, and also very importantly, different age groups. So this is like a sign that yes, you are going in the right direction, in the direction of inner work, in the direction of inner world, in the direction of going inward, in the direction of healing your wounds, your deep cut wounds which have got pus formation in it. The pus needs to be removed from the wounds, or the wound needs the balm, or the worst problem is that, I'll tell you why these wounds don't get healed for so many years, is because there is a certain weapon. Okay, now listen to me about this, because this will help you understand better. There is a certain weapon that is being used again and again. So basically you heal the wounds and there is a knife that keeps cutting you. It could be the knife of words, harsh behavior. It could be the knife of so-called fake well-wishers around you. They see that you're healing and then they attempt more. So we need to remove that object. We need to remove that weapon also. It's okay. Someone is going to heal the wound. You will heal the wound. But again you will get the same wound. Then you will heal it again. Then you will. So most of you are doing that. You are trapped in a loop. You are trapped in a vicious cycle, and that's the reason why you see this runner-chaser dynamic. Because you go away, you go inward for 15 days, 20 days, 1 month. You heal yourself. You go to a silent retreat, or you learn some kind of meditation technique. Or you watch some videos, or you learn something, you listen to channelings, you start feeling better. Things happen, okay? Your energy gets better. And the runner comes back again. Then 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, he stays good. Again the same thing happens, because the cause of the wound is still there. And that's the most dangerous part. So we need to make sure that not only the wound is healed, but the weapon or the knife or the hard object or the harsh object that is creating the wound. If today the wound is in the leg will be healed. Again the wound will be in the stomach. Then the wound will be in the back. Then the wound. It's like shifting pain. It keeps shifting. It's like a type of cancer. It's called... in that cancer, it starts shifting from one organ to another. First, it will go to one organ, the doctor will heal it, you will heal it with your mental power. Then it will be coming in another organ, it will go to the heart, from the heart to the head, to the head to the leg, something. It will keep doing something or the other. So this shifting pain, this shifting disease, you fix one area. Now some of you fix the finances. The finances get fixed, but the friendships become sour. The friendships become fixed, then some other department, gets involved. And, it's like, you must be thinking like, what am I doing? Where am I going wrong? So that's the reason why I'm saying that all those divine feminines who have been working on themselves, you will definitely see the change in the runner. The runner chaser will be reduced. It will get dissolved. It should get dissolved. So see this channeling as a sign. And also, whatever I'm saying, it can also help you to find the real cause of your pain. And the real cause of the pain can only be discovered by going within. Nowhere else outside you can find the solution. So one love and peace out.